This is my Xbox 1.0. It has SurBIOS. This is a SurBIOS screen. This is a 3 terabyte build. I have the AliExpress controllers. Real quick, so you're going to wait for the SurBIOS screen to load up. And this is run the latest version of XBMC4Gamers. You want to hit the left button and the black button with both hands, so left side and right side, to exit out. So it's going to launch into the default mode. You're going to have your applications, your emulators, your games. The main thing you want to check out is the games. I did a really good job with the games directory. Press B on your controller to get to the games directory. And you can pretty much scroll through all the games I have installed. I've got the artwork for everything. So these are the games. You can change how the layout is. You basically just press B and launch the game. You pretty much have every single good Xbox game that ever came out. I'll give you guys a slow scroll. It's 445 games, I believe. So real fast, this is the Japanese Crash Bandicoot and this is the American. There's currently no artwork for this. I worked with the devs on that. It's going to be added soon, but it has not been added yet. Dead to Rights, Def Jam, Dino Crisis. I mean, banger games. I don't know the original Doom, but the Doom 3 is a pretty fun one. Like I said, it doesn't have every single game. I didn't install like some of the sports games that are, I gotta be honest, they're just not very good. So it has all the GTAs. You know, Gunmetal's a cool game. Same Gun Valkyrie, Half-Life, Halo. You can play Halo Online. The good Hitman games. The Indiana Jones game's really good. Definitely have Jet Grind Radio. Like, I didn't include all the soccer games. There's a bunch of them. They're all pretty much the same. The Lego Star Wars games. All the good Lord of the Ring games. Mafia's a good one. Manhunt's a good game. Definitely more versus Capcom. There's another good. These Mechasol games are really good. All the good Metal Slugs. Again, I do have most sports games, both good Mortal Kombats. Ballers is a fun game. All the great Need for Speed games are on this, of course. Definitely Ninja Gaiden Black. Predator Concrete Jungle is a good game. The controllers are weird. The Punisher's definitely on this. Red Dead, Red Faction, Wolfenstein, RoboCop, Scarface, the Scooby-Doo games, Serious Sam, Shamu's on there. It has a mostly American and a few Japanese games. Definitely has your Silent Hill 2, Simpsons Hit and Run, you know, the Sonic games, Soul Calibur 2, the Spider-Man games, all the SSX games, all the great Star Wars games, definitely KOTOR 2, Republic Commandos is good, Steel Battalion's also a pretty good game. Street Fighter, Stubbs of Zombies, Suffering, good game. Like I said, Nintendo has a lot of really good games. This definitely is going to have all the games you want. I've loaded it with all the good Rainbow Six games and Siege games and Splinter Cells. All the good Tony Hawks are on there. True Crime, Turok, Ultimate Spider-Man over there, Unreal. Voodoo Vince, cool game. Warriors, amazing game. Like I said, just like one or two sports games. I didn't load it with all the sports games, but it has most of the stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's out. So these are all the games. And then if you go here, I also put homebrews on this bad boy. These are the Xbox homebrews. You can't get all the artwork, but these are like DOS and PC emulators. You could definitely download more. This has a little more space. The artwork's not perfect on this, but you definitely have your Tomb Raiders, Wolfenstein. You can play all these games. And obviously I have the emulators as well. So I put basically all the good Game Boy Advance games, all the good Game Boy Color games, all the Nintendo 64 games, NES, PlayStation, all that good stuff. So let's say you want to play an N64 game, you're gonna on the controller hit B, it's gonna load up. The N64 is a little interesting. So all you want to do is basically put your emulators in the correct folder on the F drive. Everything's on the F drive. That has the largest partition of this 3 terabyte hard drive. It's gonna load up, and let's say you want to play, I don't know. These are the selections. So let's say you want to play Doom 64. You want to launch it actually with, I launched it with the first one because it seems to load the fastest, and the latest version of Rice, and then you'll get a little bar, and the game should load. See? Pretty easy. You have a whole bunch of different emulators to pick from, and this is also off the HDMI cable I'm using for the Xbox. And you have Doom. New game. And the controls work on an Xbox controller, so you can play, you know, emulations on your Xbox as well. It does give you that option. I hit back, so if you have other games. So again, if you want to, you'd have to actually reset to go back. So To do that, I need two hands. You got to press the left and the right. So this brings you back to the menu. So really fast, I need to put the phone down just because I need both hands to do it. So when you press that button, it will actually restart the BIOS. You'll see Sir BIOS. This is the custom BIOS I have loaded on it. Restart it. So you'll be doing a lot. Anytime you're done with the game, it's the right and the left, and the right and the left. You need two hands for it, but it will reload your dashboard. So anytime you get stuck or it's messed up, you reload your dashboard. It's very easy to use. XBMC4Gamers is by far the most simple way. It has a really easy menu. You can do favorites. So you can have your favorite, you can have a favorites over here, you have your settings, and when you're done playing, you can shut down. It also gives you all the information you need, how many things you have in your space. So the main thing I was talking about is, I'm just going to go to settings and kind of show you how the file system's set up. It makes it real easy. You go right here to the file manager, and that C drive is your default OS. E drive has your apps. This DVD drive does work on this one. And the F, you notice the F drive, so you have 1.7. So if you click on the F drive, I have everything in the correct folders. Like the emulators, obviously all the emulators are here, and the ROMs are in the correct folders. You just go to the F drive and select them. If you ever get lost, same with the games. The games have all the games in the correct directory, and same thing with the homebrews. Obviously, I didn't want to put any demos on it because demos is kind of a waste of time. So you just basically, you can load stuff on there if you need it, but it has like a different appearances. You can change, like, you can have favorites. It does like a lot of really cool things. You can see the menu here at the bottom. It basically tells you what to do, the context menu. It says the white button, so you can do this. You can edit source. You can choose thumbnails. You can add favorites. So let's say you have like a game you really like, for example. So we're going to the game directory, kind of show you guys. So you have XBMC. I definitely recommend setting favorites up. It will save you a lot of time instead of going through, you know, your 400, you know, plus games and menus. So let's just say, I'm just going to pick a game at random here. What's one of my favorites? Let's see what favorite I would do. Not that these are bad games. These are all really good games. Just depends. Let's just say, I don't know. That's a banger game I absolutely love. Suffering is a good game. Let's say this is Culture's your favorite. So I'm going to go hit the white button here. See the white button on your controller? Little white button. And you're going to go move it down and add it to favorites if I can. I'm using one hand. Add to favorites. Press A. And now watch, hit B. And now we can go to our favorites. We're going to hit the start menu. And we just added that game as our favorites. Go to our favorites. And now we have Stub the Zombies and Star Wars. So you don't have to go through the menu. You can actually select stuff from your favorites. So it has like a lot of really cool stuff. If you like the menus, you can use it. If you don't, it's a pretty simple program. You just got to kind of play with it. You need to get someone to set it up. Someone like me who knows how to set this up would be a really good idea. Just because I did all the artwork, I did all the leg room for you. So in case you guys want one set up like this, just contact me. It's not cheap, obviously, because you have to pay for parts and labor. I prefer not to mod your Xboxes. I tend to sell them already done, so I don't offer modding services. But if you're interested in getting one of these, just contact me. They usually start around $300. I'm not cheap at all. You got to pay for my labor. This is all custom homemade. So I made all this myself. This is not a downloadable image. It basically, I set them up on TSOP. I redo the thermal paste. I clean the cases. You know, they come out pretty good. I come with the controllers, and I gave you the HDMI. So this is by far, if you want to get an Xbox, this is probably one of the more ultimate ones I've built. It's obviously doesn't have a RAM upgrade or anything crazy, but as far as it's a TSP hard mod it, this is one of my better builds I've done. It has a lot of good games. It has all the emulators, which is really cool. So let's say like PlayStation 2, the games can get pretty big. It doesn't really run very well in my opinion, but say you want to play Super Nintendo. So click on Super Nintendo and you select the game. So all the emulators, my only beef is if you want to run emulators, you want to run Emulation Station, in my opinion. Because this is kind of where you have to like go select game. It just, the menu is just not as good. So you have to go to, you have to scroll down. I have it already set up, you know, with the games. So say you want to play, you know, these are all the different games. Let's say you want to play Alien 3. Basically, you just right-click and select it. And then this will launch the Super Nintendo game with the deconfigurations, and it will work on your Xbox controller. So the emulation is there. XBMC4Gamers is more set up if you want to play your Xbox games. If you are looking to do like emulation stuff and you want to have like all the different games, I would actually recommend you run Emulation Station. It's a different front end. But yeah, so now we can play Alien vs. Predators on the Xbox. See, same system. Nothing changed on my TV. It's actually a really good game. It's a beat 'em up game. And then when you're done playing, like I said, you got to hit the right and left. And I think, is it different? Also, so for, if you're doing emulation, you have to press this button down, the middle stick here, and then it'll give you a menu here, and you can just do exit game or reset NES. So you can do exit game to exit back to the menu. So the emulation has a little bit different controllers. or control scheme, I should say, but this should boot you back into the menu. And if your system ever does crash or whatnot, it is running off a hard drive, you can manually reset. So this would be a diseject, and this would be a power. I always recommend using the small power button to turn on. And now we're back into our menu. So you can do games, you can do homebrews, all the good stuff. This is by far one of my best builds for my Xbox. This is 3 terabytes, tons of games. I'm selling these for $300 plus, so let me know if you're interested in buying one. This one is already spoken for, so I'm going to build another one after this.